What's up guys, this is the Guitar Gent coming at you with a brand new reaction video. As you can tell, I'm fairly excited, which is pretty strange for a Monday, but that's because of course it's Mad Mondays, guys. If you're familiar with the channel, you know that every single Monday we react to a brand new song for the channel by Band-Maid, a band that's just been blowing my mind constantly every week. Now the song that we're going to react to together today, guys, it's called Daydreaming, which was the second biggest request on the channel. The first and the biggest request was Puzzle, both the live performance full band, let's say, and the acoustic live performance. Now, both of those videos were taken down from their official channel, from Band-Maid's official YouTube channel. Some of you were very extremely kind to send me a DM with the links to look at those videos and to download those videos myself. So I have those videos now, but I do want to ask you guys, how do you prefer me to proceed with this? Because I can either react to the official song, the official recording song from their Spotify account, or I can look at those videos myself, so I wouldn't be reacting, and I could of course upload just let's say an analysis or a comment about those performances. Because again, guys, as some of you pointed out, we need, doing what I do, I need to be very careful with copyright claims and copyright strikes, especially here on YouTube, because with free copyright strikes, they just close down the channel. So far, I've been lucky enough to never have been hit by that, but that's why, and that's one of the reasons why I prefer to stick to the official sources. The second one being that I'm an artist. So, you know, if I put myself in their shoes, I wouldn't necessarily enjoy somebody using something that is not official. Let's just put it that way. Not necessarily for a monetary point of view, but it's just, I mean, it's also that, of course. But with all of my reaction, I try to stick to the original material because, of course, my videos are not monetized. All the ads that you get are put in by the labels, by the artists, of course. And it's fine to me, to be honest. Like, I'm using their material, it's fair that they get recognition with that, especially these bands that are maybe not, you know, we're not talking about Metallica or Iron Maiden, which probably don't need a lot of money. But, you know, if I can support in any way and I can spread some official material around for a band, I think that I'm helping, actually. I'm actually helping them out. And I'm enjoying the journey, so I think that it's only fair. But guys, again, I'm going to start now. This is a long intro, but let me know what do you like to see. Even if you want to see both, I can easily do both. I can do the reaction to the official track from their Spotify, and then also let's say a commentary on their live performances, both the acoustic and the let's say full live band performance. It's really a shame that they got took down. I don't know what happened there, if they changed label, if the old label, usually that's what happens. I don't like labels, guys. They're just, most of the time I think that they do a disservice to the fans of a band. But anyway, I won't get started on that, otherwise this video might become a rant. And we don't want that to happen. Only good vibes with Band-Maid, guys. Band-Maid, Daydreaming, let's go. Whoa. Oh, I like where this is going, guys. I like where this is going. Production-wise, it's so interesting. There is a lead guitar open to the left, and then there is the other guitar with some weird effects on it, which I can't really pinpoint. Lovely bass tone as well. Drumming. This video is shot in such a beautiful way as well, guys. The color scheme works so well with the song. There is also a double voice track on the chorus, which really pushes it forward in the mix. Those little licks on the guitar are so beautiful. What a gorgeous guitar solo. Again, it's short, but we've already talked about that with this band, guys. Wow. Gorgeous song, guys. I said, like, right off the bat that I liked where this was going. I had the feeling, of course, this was going to be a ballad, but a different ballad compared to About Us, which was the last reaction that we did for Mad Mondays. This was let's say, a louder ballad. Like, there were more guitars, let's say a bit heavier guitars, a bit more predominant. The one aspect, though, that I didn't comment on during the reaction because I was constantly looking at what she was playing, the drumming. Guys, the drumming in this song might be the best drumming that I've heard in a Band-Maid track so far. It wasn't, anything fancy, anything flashy, but again, it's the recurring theme that we're finding again and again and again and again and again in this scene, in this Japanese scene, especially with bands, of course, like Band-Maid, Love Bites, but especially Band-Maid. This phenomenal sense of music and the concept of serving the song in the best way possible. Honestly, I want to go back and listen to this song again just to pay an extra, close attention to what the drummer was playing. Now, again, as I've mentioned in the past, I've started to play the drums around less than a year ago, let's say 9 months ago or something like that, during the second lockdown. At this stage, I'm losing count of them. This is fantastic drumming. Honestly, this is fantastic drumming. I prefer this drumming over, I don't know, Mike Mangini or Mike Pornoy playing over Dance of Eternity in Dream Theater. It's the same concept that I touched on for the reaction of Edge of the World when it comes to guitar playing, the David Gilmour style. So you go and you play in a much more, more or less, less is more, less notes, but every note, as I mentioned, has a much stronger impact, emotional impact. There is so much more meaning behind every single note. And that was exactly what happened here with the drumming, especially with the drumming. It happened also with the guitar playing, I'm not gonna lie, but especially with the drumming, it was phenomenal. Honestly, it's something that I will reference for sure again when I'm writing a drum fill or a drum part for one of my songs, because honestly, this was fantastic, out of this world. Now, when it comes to the, let's say, all the other performances, strong as you I mean, at this stage you would be like, it would be actually shocking to see anything else. I want to touch first of all on the vocal performance and vocal production. Beautiful, like the melody was very fitting for the song. It really worked well. Beautiful, as I mentioned and as I pointed out during the reaction. Also, when it comes to vocal production, there were some, let's say, some strategies that were used in production to make it really stand out, especially during the chorus, which is exactly what you want. And that's usually a technique that's used a lot in rock music, not only rock music, a bit all everywhere, but you know, to make sure that in the chorus where you have the hook, so the part that should be the most memorable, sorry guys, today I'm just eating my words, the part that's the most memorable, the one that you remember, the one that you sing along like crazy at concerts, you really want to make sure that it stands out in the mix during the chorus. So they used, as I said, they doubled the voice. There was one voice that was one octave lower. I'm not honestly sure if it was her singing. It kind of felt like a distorted, like tuned down vocals. So it's like, you know, if I tune down my voice with a software, it sounds like a or something like that. You know, it's not necessarily sang like that, but it's just distorted in studio, which again really helps because it fills some specific frequencies, and it allows the louder one, the higher one, I should say, to, you know, resonate more in the mix. Beautiful, honestly, fantastic. When it comes to melodies, again, they're a bit different in style, as I said, compared to About Us. About Us had some fantastic vocal melodies, especially in the chorus and especially together with the background vocals, which were like, they played such an important role in that song to set the mood and create that feeling that of course went very well with the lyrics. It was like an uplifting sadness, kind of like a melancholy vibe, but still uplifting with a positive message. Here it was a bit more simple for sure, but it was equally beautiful. Overall, as a song at a first listen, I probably enjoyed this one a bit more than About Us, just because there are some more elements, let's say, some elements that stood out a bit more to me. And one of those is the guitar solo, which again, I know guys, you told me, we've talked about this. As a guitar player, these solos are always a couple of bars too short for me. But she does manage to get everything out in a shorter amount of time, which is first of all impressive, because for example, if I have to write a solo, it takes me, let's say that it's easier to write a solo that is 30 seconds long than one that is 15, to get the idea across, because you want to deliver a melody line, let's say, and of course the longer it is, the more you can repeat it, or the longer you can work around it or build it up. Shorter time, of course, you really need to be careful. Again, we're playing into the concept of choosing every single note very carefully, which is what happened here. Beautiful licks. And she also went into I'm not sure, to be honest, which kind of scale is. I'm not a very technical guitar player when it comes to scales, guys. Meaning that probably I know how to play them, but I don't know how to call them. And besides the solo, guys, which again was fantastic, as I said, but Kanami was playing some very interesting guitar lines and guitar licks. So she wasn't necessarily sticking to chords, which is of course the first thing that you think about when you think about picking up a guitar and just strumming things, especially in a ballad. But she went, she played some very interesting lines, some very subtle lines, which in a way kind of follows what I've seen in About Us. But it was very interesting, absolutely. I didn't hear as much the other guitar, the second guitar. As I said, in the first verse, I think that there was some strange effect on it being added, I guess, in production. It sounded very artificial, let's say, very, let's say, highly produced. I don't want to say overproduced because it sounded very well within the song, but it wasn't a clear guitar sound, let's say. But of course in the chorus then it worked very well, and also supporting the guitar solo, very interesting. But as I mentioned, guys, Misa on the bass, beautiful work, but that's what I expect now, especially the tone of the bass. Exactly like with About Us, it's so crucial to have such a beautiful full bass sound in a song like this, where the guitars are a bit more ethereal, let's say, a bit more ambient. Like they don't fill up the sound as much, again, because they're not heavily distorted and they're not even playing chords. So fantastic work. But yeah, guys, Akana for me was really the star of the song. The drum work was absolutely fantastic, absolutely. And again, guys, I'm going to listen to this again as soon as I'm done recording this, because there are so many little things that I really want to go and listen again to, because there was fantastic. The way that she was accenting with the snare and with the crashes, the way she was going, half tempo and then doubling the tempo and then opening up the song during the chorus. Phenomenal work. I'm absolutely stunned. Guys, it's a beautiful song. It's another beautiful song by Band-Maid. Again, this is at this stage what I'm expecting from them. It's also very interesting. Again, these were two ballads back to back. So probably the next one I'd be curious to get back into exploring something else. And this wasn't, as I mentioned, the biggest request. It was puzzle. So please do let me know what you want to see when it comes to puzzle. As I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to see a reaction to the official recording, studio recording, or if you want to see a commentary, an analysis, let's say, on the live performances, both the acoustic one and the full band live one. I want to thank you as always for tuning in, guys, and for the support. I'm enjoying this journey. That's all thanks to you and to your insights. Let me know what should be coming next for next Made Mondays. Again, I'm assuming it's going to be puzzle, but you never know. So let me know with your comments down below what I should be reacting to. Let me know, as always, if there are some points that I touched upon during the reaction that spark your curiosity and you want to dig a bit deeper into those. I'm always open to discuss about music with all of you guys. Thanks again. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you soon, very soon, with another one. And let's say that I'm also working on something more, let's say, guitar related when it comes to Band-Maid and Love Bite. So stay tuned for that as well, guys. At the end of the day, I'm still a guitar player first and foremost. Thanks again, guys. See you tomorrow with the next one. Take care and have a good one.